What if you could turn any product photo into a professional, high-quality ad in seconds? No expensive software, no endless editing, just a single photo. Well, that's exactly what I built with this AI workflow. And in this video, I'll be showing you how you can create your own professional image and video ads just by sending a photo on Telegram. Stay tuned because I'll also be giving you a full breakdown, cost analysis, and a step-by-step guide so you can set it up yourself. Before diving into the explanation of how the system works, first I'm going to show you some results I got while testing. So I sent it this photo, and keep in mind that this is not a very high quality photo, it was just for the purpose of testing it. It then replied, I have the photo with the file ID. It sent the file ID, and then it asked me what I wanted to rename it. I renamed it FeeFind Mic 2, and if I go into my Google Drive, you can see it right here, FeeFind Mic 2. It then renamed it, and I gave it the instructions to edit it, and I gave it this prompt. You can pause the video if you want to read the whole prompt. It then gave me two options, A and B. I chose option A, and this is the ad I got. Then I asked it to take this ad and create a video based on the prompt, this prompt right here. It gave me two videos, and now I'm going to play the results for you.
Tired of sounding like this? Sound like a pro. Upgrade your sound today.
And this is a second video.
Tired of sounding like this? Sound like a pro. Upgrade your sound today.
So you can see that even with some simple prompting and a not yet optimized workflow, and also a very low quality image, we got some really good high quality ads. Alright, let's dive into the core of this system, the brain agent. The brain agent acts as the central nervous system of this entire workflow. It all starts with a simple Telegram message. You send a photo, and the brain agent, which is powered by an OpenAI model, takes over. It's the brain agent that processes your request and decides exactly what needs to happen. Does it need to create an image ad, a video ad, or both? It takes that decision and then routes your request to the correct sub-workflow. It's the ultimate central hub, making the entire process seamless from start to finish. Once the brain agent takes over, it needs a way to manage our files, and that's where the Google Drive agent comes in. Think of this as the workflow's memory and file system. It's configured to act as a simple database. When you send a photo, it uploads the original, and when the final ad is created, it uploads that as well. It can also rename files, search for specific photos, and it keeps everything organized. This ensures that you have a backup of both your original and final creative assets all in one place. Now let's take a deeper look into the Creative Director agent. This isn't just another AI model, it's a creative genius behind the entire workflow. Its role is to take a request from you and turn it into a detailed, professional-grade creative brief for the AI image and video generation. The agent's core function is to analyze a product photo in your initial request. Based on its analysis, it creates highly specific and stylized prompts. For static images, this means creating a detailed scene with specific lighting, mood, and art style, like the one seen here. For videos, it writes a concise and energetic script describing a single seamless shot, including any sounds or dialogue. After taking in your request, it's going to route it to either one of these sub-workflows, either the image to video tool or the edit image tool. The edit image tool is called when you request to edit an image, and the fields that get sent to it are the image name, the image edit request, so the prompt you give it, and the picture ID. We need all of these fields to edit the image, and you're going to understand why when I show you the edit image sub-workflow. You can see that we let the AI define all the inputs except for the chat ID. The edit image tool works when it's triggered by another workflow, and in the input data, we have all the data that we need to make this work. We have the image name, the prompt, the picture ID, and the chat ID. So this is how it works. First, we need to download the file so we can actually send it over to the HTTP request node so we can edit the image. And in order to do this, we need to feed it the picture ID. Then we need to send all of this information to the request. So we send the prompt, we send the size, the model, and the file. Since the output from the request node is a base 64 string, we need to convert it back into a file in order to be able to send it to Telegram as well as upload the file. The file is uploaded to the edited images folder. This workflow gets called by our main workflow when the user's request is determined to be a video ad generation request. Now, there's also certain data we need to pass through, which is the image name, the picture ID, the prompt, chat ID, if we want to include audio in the video or not, the duration of the video, It's 8 seconds by default, but this way we can make a shorter video, the aspect ratio, and also if you want to include text. All we're doing here is sharing the file and then downloading it. But this right here is a crucial step. So basically what this node does is it uploads the image to a hosting service, so then we get a public URL for the image. All we need to pass through here is the image. And if we jump to the create video node, you can see why we need the URL. Here we have all the data that we passed through, like the image, the prompt, the temperature, so basically how creative it is. We have the max output tokens just for saving. We have if the video includes audio or not. We have the duration of the video, the aspect ratio, the include text, and now the most important part, which is the image URL. Most APIs that generate videos require a public URL and not a raw image file. Connected to the create video node, we have a wait node, since creating a video can sometimes take a while. Then we have a check status node, which basically checks if the video has been generated or not. If the video has been generated, we get the result, we download the video, and we send it off. On the other hand, if the video isn't yet generated, we have this false output, which is connected to another wait node, so then we wait a little bit longer to recheck the status until the video has been generated. The get result node basically returns a video URL, which we then use to download the video. All the URLs like the ones you see here can be found in the File AI documentation, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. This agent acts as the professional creative director you'd hire to get the most out of your ad campaign. It ensures the final output is not just a generic image or video, but instead a high impact ad. This is version 1 of the workflow, and although it's a really powerful tool, it's not yet fine-tuned for every product niche. This means that the better your initial prompt and the more context you give it, the better the results will be. Think of this as a collaborative partner. You provide the vision, and then it takes that vision and turns it into the perfect creative brief for the AI to execute. One of the best parts about this workflow is how affordable it is, especially when you compare it to a professional grade editor. For text input and output, we use GPT-5 Mini. I also tested out GPT 4.1 Mini, which I use on a lot of other projects, but I wouldn't really recommend it for this specific workflow because I had some issues while testing. So the GPT-5 Mini has an input cost of 25 seconds per 1 million tokens and $2 per 1 million token. The GPT 4.1 Mini is a little bit more expensive on the input, but it's cheaper on the output. Now, the difference isn't really significant, and the GPT-5 Mini is a much more recent model with a much better performance, so I would just opt you guys go with this one. GPT-5 Mini is generally smarter and more cost-effective for most tasks with a lower input cost. GPT 4.1 Mini, the previous generation model, while its output cost is slightly lower, the significantly lower input cost of GPT-5 Mini often makes it more economical for workflows that require a lot of back and forth or detailed prompts. Now taking a look at the cost for the image generation. You have different cost levels for different qualities, so you have low, medium, and high. Low comes down to 1 cent, medium 4 cents, and high 17 cents. You're almost always going to go with high if you want a high quality ad, but if you're on the testing phase, you can go with low just for testing your prompt and your whole system for really cheap. Low is ideal for drafts and rapid prototyping. Medium is good for standard quality and you can use it, for example, for social media posts. And like I said, high is best when you want a professional grade output quality ad. Finally, let's take a look at the cost for video generation. So we have two options, audio off, which comes down to 25 cents per second, and then audio on with a slightly higher cost of 40 cents per second. The one you'll go with really depends on your needs. Either you need a video without sound or with sound. Now, keep in mind that this is much cheaper than hiring a professional. This entire system makes professional level advertising accessible to anyone, from small businesses to independent creators. So, how can you get your hands on this? Well, I've left a link in the description to my school community. You simply go in that link, you join the community, and here you'll find a post called Turn Any Photo Ad into a Viral Product Ad. If you click on it, you'll see that there's an AI ad generator zip. This zip includes the 3 JSON files for the 3 workflows we mentioned in this video. It also includes a Word doc with links to all the documentation to get the API keys in order to make this workflow run. The templates already come with everything you need except for the API keys and the Google Drive environment. In regards to Google Drive, all you need to do is create 3 folders. one of them named Original Photos, the other Generated Videos, and the other one Edited Photos. After creating your Google Drive photos, all you need to do is come into the Google Drive nodes and link them to the correct folder. So for example, in the Upload Original Photos node, you'd go here and in Parent Photo, you'd select the Original Photos folder. In the Search Edited Photos, you'd link the Edited Images folder, and so on. Just make sure you name the photos exactly how I've named them so you have less trouble setting this up. Now, this is just version 1 of this workflow. I have a huge idea for a second version, and I'm curious if you guys are interested in seeing it. The plan is to add a feature that scrapes the web for viral product ads in each product niche. I would then have an AI agent create prompts based on those ads, and a prompt optimizer agent to optimize those ads and turn them into the perfect creative prompts. It would essentially allow the workflow to create truly viral product ads based on what's popular at the moment. If that sounds interesting to you, please let me know. This project, as long as many others, is a constant topic of discussion in my free school community. If you're passionate about building AI automations, getting connected to other builders, and want exclusive access to my free templates and guides, you need to join. The link to my school community is in the description, and me and my partner are always answering questions and sharing new projects. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.